Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. Want to welcome you to the January 8th, 2025 Vinyl Treasures Show. I'm your host, John Galindo. We're here on this cold evening, 21 degrees and windy here in Westchester County, New York. But sit back for the next 3 hours for some cool Soul 45s out of my collection. As requested by you, the Vinyl Treasure Show listeners, we're here broadcasting live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube, wherever you are. Please stick around as we opened up tonight's program with, was it recently, Charlie? No, this is an old one. With Lonnie McIntosh. You know who Lonnie McIntosh is? Better known as Lonnie Mac. He was from Harrison, Indiana. Probably best known for the instrumental cover version of a song called Memphis. Came out on the Fraternity record label out of Cincinnati, Ohio, but he played on many sessions for many artists. And this was his final release on the Fraternity label, his 17th release, actually the B-side. The flip side is a cover. I forget what the name of it is, but this side is a song he wrote from April 1968. Lonnie Mac on Fraternity with a song called Soul Express, which is probably a good name for the for tonight's music. But anyway, those of you that are new to YouTube, welcome to the program. And if you are new and would consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, that would be great to do. We're also live on the Oldies and More network. But let's start it off here with the vocal portion. Let's hope we don't get the copyright police around. I think I checked this one. This one should be okay, this song, because this is a hit. And this is the group's second release. No, wait a minute. I should say on the January 1st Vinyl Treasure Show, I played this group's second release. Second release on the Gordy record label. Actually, it was a request for MOTOWN. It was called Come and Get These Memories. This is the group's fourth release. And I think this was their follow-up to Heat Wave, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No Heat Wave here, but tune written and produced by Holland Dozier. Holland charted number 8 on Billboard, 7 on the R&B chart. A big number 1 record if you were listening to on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland from November 63. We're going to open up with Martha and the Vandellas on the Gordy record label, and this was a song that my aunt really liked. Their tune called Quicksand.
Quicksand, pull the big clouds down.
And we open up the vocal portion there with Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, their fourth release. On the Gordy record label, November 1953, a cool tune, song entitled Quicksand. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let's continue here. And up next, this singer from Detroit, Michigan, made his debut on the Jackpot record label sometime in the early 1960s, and I have one of his releases from 1963 on the Fortune record label, but he had other releases on Groovesville and Wheel City. They go for some big bucks. Here's his second of two he recorded for the Mala record label. It's a song he wrote. This is co-produced and arranged by Dennis Coffey. Remember Dennis Coffey? He had a hit called Scorpio, I think, on the Sussex record label. What was that, 1970-something? But, 1971, instrumental hit called Scorpio. This tune charted number 23 on WJLB out of Detroit, Michigan. We go to July of 1968. Let's give a listen to Melvin Davis. Melvin Davis on the Mala record label. The song is called Faith.
And you just can't seem to get started when you're feeling kind of low, like you just can't take no more. Oh, babe, is the answer to your problems. Babe, oh, is the answer to your problems. Have a little faith, and surely you can solve them. Say, man, I know the way might get dark, but everyone is born free, so make it up in your heart. Then brothers can be brothers, and brothers are we all. Faith is the answer to your problems. Faith, just have a little faith, and surely you can solve them. I know you can.
Whoops, Johnny G losing his mind here. Oh, you know, Charlene, what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the Brenton Woods songs on here when I took over from your thing there. But anyway, there you go. Jats, there you go. I lost my place here. Where was I? I had everything. You got to have a little faith here, Johnny G. Oh, what? I don't know what I did with that thing. Starlets. Oh my goodness. What did I do with Anyway, there you go. That's a Mala record label. Melvin Davis there. Melvin Davis with a tune called Faith. And I think that was 1968. What did I do with it? I just read it off here. Well, folks, some things do happen here. But anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And we have to have faith that Johnny G knows what the hell he's doing. But was very saddened to hear the passing of Brenton Wood. He started singing back in the 1950s. What was he? Little Freddie Little Freddie, and I forget the name of the group here because I don't have my notes, but I will. But we're going to pay tribute to the late Brenton Wood, and this was a song that my aunt really did like, and I did too. I remember I didn't have the 45, so I bought it off of an LP, a compilation LP, and I just like the record. It's a great record to dance to, and I hope you'll like it. This was kind of like a semi-hit for him, and I think it was used in a commercial where it really became popular. But this is the late Brenton Wood on the Double Shot record label. The song is called the Oogum Boogum Song, the late Brenton Wood.
Boogum now, baby, your cast your spell on me. I say boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your high boots with your hip hugger suit, it's alright, you're out of sight. And you wear that cute mini skirt with your brother's sloppy shirt. Admit it, girl, that I can dig it. And I say, boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. I say, boogum now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your bell bottom pants, I just stand there in a trance. I can't move, you're in the groove. Would you believe, little girl, that I'm crazy about you? Not gone now with your bad self. Style, girl, that show is wild. You wear that cute trench coat and you're standing and posing. You got soul, you got too much soul. I just says to cockaboo, says to cockaboo, says to cockaboo, now casting your spell on me. But I says to cockaboo, says to cockaboo, says to cockaboo, now casting your spell on me.
There you go. That's the late Brenton Woods there. One of it. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, Johnny G is discombobulated. Oh, here we are. I'm telling you. You know, the horn's not working there, Ma, is what it's not doing. It's actually bringing me bad luck. But there you go. That's the late Brenton Wood. I have to open up my notes to get some more information on him, which I had. But I apologize for that. But that is the Oogum Boogum song on the Double Shot record label, one of the thousands of labels that your host Johnny G collects. But I'll get my act together. I know we're going to Philadelphia next. This is the group's 12th of 15 releases on the Cameo record label. And by this time, by this release, December of 1964, they were a trio. And they included Rosetta Hightower, Yvonne Young, and Shirley Brickley. Collectively, they were known as the Orlons. This tune written by Kenny Gamble and Juanita Boone. This charted number 17 on WMOC in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And it's a good one by them, December 64. Let's give a listen to the Orlons on Cameo Records. The song is called I Ain't Coming Back. The Orlons.
Back.
they're out of Philadelphia there. That's a late one there by the Orlons. The Orlons from 1964 here, as I am getting my act together. Yes, I am. December 1964, the Orlons there on the Cameo record label, I Ain't Coming Back. Well, almost I feel like Johnny G ain't coming back, but let us continue here for a Wednesday evening. Let's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo. Now, this is a flip side that he requested, because last week I featured this group from where were they from, Charlene? They were from Texas, I think, and I played a side on the RPR record label by Sonny and the Sunliners. The song was called My Dream, which was the ballad. Now, Adrian wanted to hear the flip side of the 45, a tune written by Tender Joe Richardson, who actually first did it in January of 1968 on the Hot Biscuit Disc Company. A typo there, Charlene. From February 1969. This is for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Sonny and the Sunliners. It's called Hip Huggin' Mini for Adrian.
Driving me wild, the way you do the shilling, the way you shake that thing, the short tight mini skirt, I like to watch it work. You sweet, sweet thing, you're a center taste, wet mini. Driving me wild, the way you do the shingling, the way you shake that thing, the short tight mini skirt, I like to watch it work. You sweet, sweet thing, you're a sin of taste. Work with it one more time, honey. Say I've got to go. Baby, you got it, but Sonny's gotta get it. Baby, you got it, but I ain't gonna get it. Work with it, baby. You're looking real good. Your short, tight mini skirt.
There you go. That's by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He's listening down in Mexico. That's the sound of Sonny and the Sunliners. That's Sonny Ozuna. Charlene, you left that off. Sonny Ozuna on lead, February 1969. Hip Huggin' Mini is the name of the tune. I think that first came out on his Keylock label. It was a label that he had at, I think it's San Antonio, Texas. Lots of things left off there, Charlene, on that thing, but let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. This singer began as the lead singer of The Impressions back in 1958. He would go solo in 59 with releases on the VJ subsidiary Abner record label, and then he moved over to VJ Records in August of 1960. His first release was a cool tune. A record that I really like. I like all his records, but his first one was a song called "He Will Break Your Heart." I think that was with Lou Rawls, with him singing on that one there. But he would have 27 releases for the VJ record label through 1966. Now, David requested his 18th release, a tune written by a tune he wrote together with his younger brother, Billy Butler. Let's go to May of 1964 for Jerry Butler. Jerry Butler on the VJ record label. This is for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. The song is called I Stand Accused.
Stand accused of loving you too much. I sure hope it's not a crime, 'cause I'm guilty. Of a chance, I'll tell the world that I love you, and I'm a victim of circumstance that's been proven guilty. Oh yes, I am. Did you know one touch of your hand, and I find myself on the witness stand, shouting out all over the land, hey, hey, I'm guilty, guilty of loving you. I'm guilty, but what can I do? I wanna hold you until I've told you.
That's the great sound of the Iceman. Iceman, that's Jerry Butler. Jerry Butler, let's see, Jerry Butler from May 1964. It's on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. I Stand Accused is the name of the tune. That one there going out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And this next singer, originally from Beckley, West Virginia, but he would relocate to Detroit, Michigan in the late 1950s. Probably best known for a 1967 MGM release called or a song called Stand By Me. So that was the Benny King tune. I think Benny King tune originally did that song, but he also recorded it. His real name is Dwight Turner, but he recorded as Spider Turner, first back in 1964 on the Chautauqua label. But this is another one he did, kind of an in-demand record, those of you that are into the Northern Soul scene. This is on the Good Time record label, and This song is a cover tune. This was first recorded by Kenny Carter in 1966 on the RCA record label, but I think this is a better rendition of the song. That's my opinion. And this is from 1966. Let's give a listen to Spider Turner, and he spells his name on this release Spider, Spider Turner, on the Good Time record label. The song is called I've Got to Get Myself Together, parentheses, Before I Lose My Mind. Spider Turner. There you go. That is Spider Turner. Let's see. Spider Turner there. Spider Turner from 1966 is actually a cover. That was first done by Kenny Carter. That's on the Good Time record label. I've got to get myself together, parentheses, before I lose my mind. I always need to do that. And again, if anybody, if anybody is a disruptor in the chat room, now this is, I will remove them from the chat room. I've done that now 4 times, I think I've done that. And they will not be able to, they could view the show, but they cannot make comments or whatever. That's the rules here. We have a nice friendly chat room there, so I will tell you in advance that if I see something that goes haywire, please somebody contact me also. Again, you can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com, and I will fix it. Johnny G is a fixer-upper, you know that. But anyway, and let's fill a request for listener John Ferry, who is in California. John, his terrible fires out in California. It really looks horrible. I saw the today on the internet, the wind is blowing, the houses are burning up. That is such a horrible, horrible thing to happen. Something really has got to be done with that to prevent. I mean, I don't know how you can probably do things so it doesn't spread like crazy, because there's so much dry tinder and whatnot, and they don't get a lot of rain out there. So that is a horrible, horrible thing, even with the smoke and all that. I mean, I remember when there were fires in Canada, when it was coming down, and we would smell the smoke here in New York State. I mean, it took a couple days, but it travels with the jet winds, or whatever you want to call it, with the orbit of the Earth and all that. So we pray for you, John, and all the other people in California to be safe. And what somebody typed in my chat room, that house, just think of the collections that probably have been destroyed, houses that have been destroyed. So we pray for those people in California with these terrible, terrible fires, and hope it gets under control for those people. But anyway, this is a request for listener John Ferry, and where is it? Here it is. This husband and wife duo. She was Anna Mae Bullock, and he was Ike Turner. And they recorded for a number of different labels: Sue, Sonia, Warner Brothers, Loma, Kent. This one's on the Minute record label. They had 4 releases on the Minute record label. This is their first. It's actually the intended B-side. I don't know if it was first on Sonia. I don't know if that was the case. I thought that looked like a boot, Charlene, because that was not. This is not a 1964 sound. This one is 1969. That makes sense. 1969. This is on the Minute record label. It's Ike and Tina Turner, a tune written by J.R. Bailey, Johnny Northern, and Johnny Northern. The song is called I've Got Too Many Ties That Bind. This is by request for listener John Ferry.
Every time in my life when things begin to glow, there comes a change, and back down here I go. It was only yesterday when he promised to be mine, but now I can see, oh yes I can see, that there's too many, it's too many times that bind. Oh yes it is. It's too many times that binds. Oh yes it is. I cross my heart, hope to die. Each time I think about my life, that's why I say that's too many times in my life.
There you go. That one there going out to John Ferry in our YouTube chat room. 1969 release there for Ike and Tina Turner. Tina Turner on lead there, of course. It was Ike maybe at the end of the song there. I've Got Too Many Ties That Bind is the name of the tune. That is the B-side to their first release on the Minute record label. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request for listener Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room for this next group from Cleveland, Ohio. They formed in 1965 when they signed with Cap Records, and they had 9 releases on the Cap record label. You might remember their biggest hit, a song called Born Free, but this was the group's debut single, which charted number 42 on the Billboard R&B chart. It features George King Scott on lead. This one from October of 1966 going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. These are the Hesitations on Cap Records. It's called Soul Superman for Chris. There you go, by request for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room, song entitled Soul Superman, that one there from October 1966. That's their first release on the Cap record label. Those are the Hesitations as George King Scott on lead. We're going to do an instant request now for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Let's flip it over here. Here we go. And yes, it is. I see it. We can do instant requests here on the Wednesday night show here, so let's flip over Soul Superman by the Hesitations. You get this cool tune here. This is a Pied Piper Productions for Mark Speck, the Hesitations with I'm Not Built That Way for Mark Speck.
Baby, you didn't think I'll make a sound every time I catch you running around. Baby, I know everything you do. You really ought to know I'm wise to you. I've decided that the story's done when I can see I'm not the only one. And if you think I'm gonna take you back, you got you thinking on another track. So baby, and let me tell you, baby, this is real. And I can see the way I really feel. I really think I'm gonna let you stay. Baby, I don't want you anymore, because I know you'll be the same as before. Now you tell me how the times have changed, and that you had your thinking rearranged. Baby, I don't think it's really true.
There you go. Instant requests there for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Hesitations. Their first release, that's the B-side to their first release on the Cap record label. The A-side called Soul Superman. The B-side called I'm Not Built That Way, October 1966. That is George King Scott on lead is the name of the two. Now, George King Scott, unfortunately, was accidentally shot and killed in February of 1968. I don't have the details here. He was only 38 years old when that happened. That is a tragedy to a singer, to that singer of the Hesitations. Johnny G here on a Wednesday, and those of you that are new to the program here, I cannot take live requests when I'm doing the show live here. I can't do it because I play real records, no MP3s, no CDs, only real records. Although it might be working on unreleased stuff, I still gotta do a little bit of research on how possibly to play some CDs here. Not that I would switch over to CDs, I would never do that, but only because of unreleased material and other guests that I plan on having here on the program. Not so much on a but it could be any night of the week. Well, any night that I do the show. This is the first show of the week. I'll be on tomorrow afternoon, beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern time. If you like 78s, I'll be starting. I'm playing for Bust the Bass. I'm playing another Louis Armstrong record for him. I think, was it Louis Armstrong that you requested? I forget. No, he requested one of the other band leaders. But I think I'm starting from 1931. I think I got a 78 from 31. But it's going to be all 78s tomorrow. I pulled out 38. That's 2 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll go till about 5 o'clock. Then I'll be back Saturday night for not a marathon show. I'm not doing marathon show. Those, I got scolded. I'm not going to tell you who, but I got scolded after doing that show. And it's unfair to a lot of the listeners for Johnny G to be on 5 hours and 14 minutes. No way. I got to get up and walk around. Johnny G's got to get the blood flow here, as well as other people. And I know many of you like to stick around till the end, so that's not going to happen anymore. We're going to be promptly over at 12:30. Around 12:30 is going to be the time. That's a.m. So again, I thank everybody that stuck around on that show live, as I don't want people falling asleep at their PCs or whatever, so that's not a good thing. Even though we do get lots of people that come in from other time zones, but they can see it on the archive. That's what's so good about YouTube, because they automatically archive my show. So if you miss any of it, you can see it. You can see it then. You could also go to vinyltreasures.net to also hear the show there, to stream it or download it. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Charlene didn't put the flip of this record here. Let me see. Tamla 54098. So Tamla 54098, and here it is. Yes. So let's fill a request for listener George Chestnut. He requested The Miracles. Well, because you know that Smokey Robinson, normally the lead of the Miracles, but not on this B-side. The A-side was a tune called I Like It Like That. That was the intended A-side, but George Chestnut requested the B-side of the 45. This was their... this was the group's 14th release on the Tamla record label. Now, it was produced by singer Smokey Robinson. Usually don't get the copyright police in the beginning of the program here, so I can kind of get away with a little bit. This side features Bobby Rogers on lead, so it's kind of unusual to hear a Miracles record without Smokey Robinson on the lead. Let's go to June of 1964. This is a B-side. It's the flip side of I Like It Like That. From June 64 on the Tamla label, the Miracles with their tune, You're So Fine and Sweet, for George Chestnut.
Sweet
There you go. That one there by request for George Chestnut. That's the Miracles without Smokey. Well, he was in there, but he was not doing lead. That's Bobby Rogers on lead. June 1964. That's their 17th release on the Tamla record label. You're So Fine and Sweet. If you think Johnny G is so fine and sweet, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you dig these cool tunes. This is our 60s get-together here on a Wednesday evening. It's 20 degrees now. We're supposed to get snow on Saturday here. No snow, although Manny wants snow so he can come here and shovel. I think he does, but let's continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room as we head to Long Island, New York for this group, and it's their only release. The group included Dominic Montiglio, he was the first tenor, Joe Ricobene, baritone, Chuck Rothberg, second tenor, and lead singer on this, his name is Tony Presto. This tune written by Ray Austin, Freddie Martin, and Bobby Worth. It's produced by Henry Jerome, and it's arranged by Horace Ott. I tell you, you record collectors that are buying records on the fly, or you see a record in a box and you don't know if you want to buy it and you don't have a player handy, if you see Horace Ott on there, you probably should buy it, as well as Tico Wilshire and as well as Sammy Lowe and a bunch of, I don't know, I'm not so familiar with all the cool producers. Like Jojo Armstead is one. If you see that in a writer credit or on the label, you should buy it. Pied Piper Productions, things like that. So records that you like, look at the producers and look at some of the band leaders and whatnot. Those of you that collect 50s and those of you that collect 60s and 70s, and you should buy those records, especially if they're on the cheap. Well, usually not as cheap as they used to be, because I was buying these records for nickels and dimes. I think I paid $1 for this one here, but it's for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. This charted number 6 on WNRI in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. We go to July of 65. These are the Four Directions. The Four Directions on the Coral record label for Frank Gingaro. It's called Tonight We Love. This is for Frank.
Tonight we love. Tonight we love. While the moon beams down in dreamlight. Tonight we touch the stars. Love is ours. Night wind sun embrace the sky. Tonight we love in the glow that gleams so softly. I know this wasn't meant to borrow, but tomorrow will it be gone, or will it always live on? This wasn't meant to borrow, but tomorrow will it be gone, or will it always live on? Tonight we love you and
There you go. That's by request for listener Frank Gingaro. He wants to dedicate that tune to his daughter Chris. She is near the Eaton Fire Zone in L.A. and she is there. She's getting ready to evacuate. So, Chris, be safe out there, and be very careful. Those of you out in those fire areas there, horrible, horrible thing going on out in the state of California, as we pray for those people. Those are the Four Directions, July 65 on Coral Records, Tonight We Love. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let's continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Edmund Williams as we head back to Detroit, Michigan. As this gal would have a string of hit singles for the MOTOWN record label beginning back in 1960, most of them composed by Smokey Robinson. You just heard his group The Miracles, the record prior. Now, she would leave MOTOWN to sign with the 20th Century Fox label, had 6 releases on 20th Century Fox. Unfortunately, none were as successful as her releases on MOTOWN. She tried her luck, though, with Atco record label. She had another 4 releases. This was her first release on the Atco label, and probably the most successful of her 4 releases. This one written by Carl Davis and Gerald Sims. This charted number 51 on the Billboard chart, 45 on Cashbox, number 6 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned in to WJLB in Detroit. Let's go to December of 65. This is for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Mary Wells on Atco Records. The song is called Dear Lover.
You're still mine. Oh, I miss you so much, and I wish I could just see you somehow. Let no other steal your heart while you're apart from me. Please be faithful, please be true. I'll never stop loving you, dear lover. I wonder, do you feel the same way too? Is this feeling in your heart as strong as the love that I have for you? Oh, you must believe me when I say I've never loved this way. Oh, I'll be yours till the end of time, if it's forever and a day. If it's forever and a day. Oh, dear lover, if you would just answer my letter, a few words from you could make me feel so much better. Yeah. Dear lover, oh, I need you. Dear lover, baby, please you. Dear lover, if you would just answer my letter, dear lover, it would make me feel so much better. Dear lover,
I like that tune by Mary Wells. There you go. That one there by request for Edmund Williams. Mary Wells, her first of 4 on the Atco record label, December 65. Song entitled Dear Lover, and Edmund requested the flip side as well as Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. This flip side, a tune written by Barrett Strong and Nolan Strong. Nolan Strong, he was the lead singer of the Diablos. It's produced by Carl Davis and Gerald Sims, arranged by Sonny Sanders. And this side did chart also, really trying to push Mary Wells with her first release on the Atco record label. The flip side here charted number 94 on Billboard, but it did do well, number 22 on WAMU MS in Wilmington, Delaware. We flip over Dear Lover for Mary Wells. For this B-side, it's going out to Edmund Williams and Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. December 65, Mary Wells with Can't You See, parentheses, You're Losing Me.
You see, you're losing me. I can't take this misery that you're dishing out to me. The confidence I had in you is gone 'cause you've been untrue. Baby, please, can't you see you're gonna lose me? Can't you see it? Can't you see it? Can't you see you're gonna lose me?
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for listener Edmund Williams. That's the sound of Mary Wells. What did I do with the sheet here? As I lose my mind. I just had it here. Johnny G kind of messing up big time here. Roddy McJoy. I just had it. Here we go. You shuffle around papers here. It's my little script that I do, but it's not little anymore. There you go, the flip side of Dear Lover, December 65, Mary Wells. The B-side there, Can't You See, parentheses, You're Losing Me. That is going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Also going out to Edmund Williams, who requested that originally. Let's continue here, and let's fill a request for UK listener Jude. She tunes in to the Vinyl Treasure Show on the archive, and she is a big fan of the 5 stair steps. As Dennis Fluharty, I'm going to consider you a fan of the 5 stair steps too. So we'll send this one out to you also. This was their first release on the Buddha record label, their first of 6 on Buddha. I'm still looking for another one for Jude that they did in early 1970. It's somewhere down in the no humidity basement. But this time it includes their of course, this was the family, okay, the Burke family, and at this time they were including their 3-year-old brother, Cubby, was a member of the group at the time, and it features Clarence Burke Jr. on lead, who wrote this tune and also produced and arranged it. This is on the Buddha record label, October 1967. I'll send this one out to Jude in the UK, and we'll send it out to Dennis Fluharty, the 5 stair steps and Cubby on Buddha Records. It's called Something's Missing.
is it your hug? Yeah. Now I've got to know, why can't our love be? My man will accept her, but she disagrees. I try so hard to detect the reason of cause why my heart is neglecting you. Something is missing. Baby, something could it be love? Yeah. Something is missing. Something's missing, baby. Now it takes two loves to start a new love. Whenever I see her, my heart wants to fly, but something inside her keeps holding it back. Each time we kiss, my heart slowly sinks, but still I can feel that there's one or two missing links. Something is missing, baby. I know you, 'cause you know there's no doubt about my love for you. Now that only goes to show there's something missing in you. I tried to hide my feelings inside. Something's missing. A blind man can see that there's no love for me. Something's missing. Could it be love? Something's missing. Could it be love? Something's missing. Could it be love?
Yeah, we'll send that one out to Jude in the UK. We're also going to send that one out to Dennis Fluharty. That's the 5 Stair Steps. I don't know, researcher, if you heard Cubby in there, but he gets mentioned on the label. October 1967, that's their first of 5 on the Buddha record label. Something's Missing is the name of the tune. Clarence Burke Jr. on lead. Johnny G here. On a Wednesday evening, this is the first show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon beginning at 2 p.m. for 78s. So if you dig the 78s and they sound so cool on my Audio Technicas here, which aren't as good as the Newmarks, but I guess this is really the best if you're going to be a disc jockey. Well, at least these types of records, although my shell heads are wired for mono, so if it sounds good, I hope it sounds good over the air. I try to, a lot of people that come here say I do have a great sound system here, so I kind of take pride in it a little bit, but anyway, got to buy more needles, though, as we continue here for a Wednesday evening. Let's fill a request for Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat as we head to New Orleans, Louisiana. This singer first recording for the Savoy label in 1954 as a member of the Blue Diamonds. His real name was Ernest Cador Jr., but he would go solo in 1955, recording for Art Roop's specialty record label. And his best-known record, I'm sure you all know it, came out in 1961 on the Minute label, a song called Mother-in-Law. But he recorded for different labels during his career, but this one's on the Minute record label. This is his last release, his 12th release on the Minute record label, and it's a song that he wrote. This did chart number 53 on Billboard, 21 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record if you were listening to KWYK in Farmington, New Mexico. Okay, let's go to April 61 by request for Oldies fan, aka Joseph Smith, Ernie K. Doe on the Minute label. It's called Tea-Ta-Tea-Ta-Ta for Joe Smith.
Every time I call your name, I get such a thrill I can't explain. Whoa, I'm so glad, honey, that I'm your man. We fell in love on a Wednesday morning with all of our heart and soul. And should have been there to see my girl rock and roll. And she said, ah-tee-ta-tee-ta-ta. Every time she cha-cha-cha, she said, ah-tee-ta-tee-ta-ta. Every time she cha-cha-cha. Her love for me is wider than the ocean, goes deeper than the sea. Whoa, she make me feel so good, and she rock and roll for me. And she said, ah-tee-ta-tee-ta-ta. Every time she cha-cha-cha, she said, ah-tee-ta-tee-ta-ta. Every time she cha-cha-cha. Such a thrill I can't explain. Whoa, I'm so glad, honey, that I'm your man. We fell in love on a Wednesday morning with all of our heart and soul. And people, I know you should have been there to see my girl rock and roll. And she said, ah-tee-ta-tee-ta-ta. Every time she cha-cha-cha, she said, ah-tee-ta-tee-ta-ta. Every time she cha-cha-cha, you looking good, honey. Ah-tee-ta-tee-ta-ta. Every time you cha-cha-cha, my baby, yes she did. Let's do it one more time, honey. Ah-tee-ta-tee-ta-ta. Every time you cha-cha-cha, I got the rest step on it.
Sound of New Orleans here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of Ernie K. Doe. Ernie K. Doe from April 61 on the Minute record label. Tee-ta-tee-ta-ta is the name of the tune. Let us continue here. Let's fill the requests. For Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room, this next singer, he hails from Clarksdale, Mississippi. His real name is Bonnie Wright. No, I'm sorry, I messed up. This singer born Richard A. Allen in Nashville, Tennessee. I read the wrong one there, but it is another one for Chris coming up. He was born January 6, 1935. He moved to Chicago. And he signed with the Age record label. That was really lots of blues releases on the Age record label. But I have a rare girl group thing on there that I bought from Mike Noriega. Charged me 4 figures for it. I think her name is Robbie Yates, I think. It's one of the last ones on the label. But most of the stuff on there is blues related on that Age record label in 61. But he had a local hit in 1963 called You'd Better Be Sure, and a hit called Cut You a Loose that reached number 20 on the R&B chart. This is his second of 3 on William Barney and Granville White's Bright Star label, which was located out of Chicago. Tune written by Jack Daniels and Johnny Moore, and it's arranged by Monk Higgins. This charted number 13. This charted regionally 13 on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri. This is for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. Ricky Allen from January 67. It's called It's a Mess, I Tell You, for Chris.
It's a mess, I tell you. You think your baby's loving someone else. It's a mess, I tell you. Trying to make it home by yourself. You can't eat, can't sleep, have to walk and want to talk. A mess, I tell you. Oh yeah, a mess, I tell you. It's a mess, I tell you. You have to wait for her to come home. tell you, just wondering if she's doing you wrong. Want to drink, can't think, walk the floor and drink some more. Miss, I tell you, alright, miss, I tell you. You know it's hard to try and live by yourself. And you know, babe, you don't want nobody else but the woman you love. Oh, keep on doing you wrong. But just like time, you must move on. Yeah, a mess up, oh Lord, a mess up in me. Oh, I love my baby. I know she knows, but oh, I can't stand too much more of it. It's a mess, I tell you. A mess, I tell you. A mess I'm gonna tell you.
That's on the Bright Star record label there by request for listener Chris Reed. That's January 67, Ricky Allen there. Ricky Allen with his tune called It's a Mess, I Tell You. I got to tell you, at least Barbara's been coming over to help me. Like she did on Sunday, she came here to file some of the 60s 45s, which is good. And she came back the other day. My mother made some lasagna or whatever that she made a tray for her, so she brought it back. She goes, "Can I help you file some records?" I said, "Yeah, you surely can." So she came up here, she filed a box or two, and listen, every little bit helps, I can tell you that one, but I'm just saying it's a mess up here, so I could relate to that. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. I really can't tell you much about this group though. And again, the song, I should say the meaning of the song is far from the summertime, but maybe Leonard feels like he wishes he was in a summertime mood. Maybe we all do. The song was written and produced by the lead singer of the Fireflies, that I can tell you. And of course, that would be Richie Adams, who has some cool tunes on his own too, some great solo releases, and soulful too on the Congress record label. I still need that big one that he has, but he wrote this tune along with Irwin Levine. This group is called the Pendulums. Pendulums, Pendulums, from August 66. This is going out to Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. It's on the Aurora label. It's called Love is Summertime.
When I hold you close to me, December turns into
As August 66 release there for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room, The Pendulums. The Pendulums on the Aurora record label. Love is Summertime is the name of the tune. We would hope it would be summertime here. It is a chilly 20 degrees here in Westchester County, New York. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman as we go to Harlem, New York for this next group. They got together in late 1961. They were all friends, which included Raymond Hayes, Henry Hill, and the lead singer of the group, Connie McGill. They made their own music for over a decade. They wrote their own tunes, arranged and produced them, and even put out their stuff on labels that they had a stake in. Of course, some of them were not, but most of them were. I think this label was. First recording for the Edge label in 1962. I saw that 45 in one of my boxes. But they had other releases on the Super label and United International, Watch, Dynamic, and Triode. Now, Ronnie requested their second of three on the Sugar label. This song written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Connie McGill. This is Connie McGill and the Visions from September 1969, going out to Ronnie Sherman. It's called I Want to Be Free. This is for Ronnie.
Someone new
you go. That's going out to Ronnie Sherman. That's the sound of Connie McGill and the Visions. That's their second of three on the Sugar record label, September 1969. I Want to Be Free is the name of the tune. I found that out in the wild for 10 cents. Can't go wrong. That was fun, looking for records when I had no money to buy anything. Then when I started to make a little bit of a disposable cash, then it became a very expensive endeavor. As record collecting, well, as you move, well, one thing to go to lots of you're going to find whenever you go to flea markets and whatnot, the conditions are not always going to be good. Sometimes you'll find some collection intact where a lot of the records are in nice shape, and that's always a fun thing to do. But most of the time, they're kind of trashed and whatnot. But when you when you start hooking up with some dealers and they feed you this, you become addicted. So you continue to buy, when you're dealing with a dealer, but you got to find a good dealer. That's the main thing to do. If you find a good dealer, then you'll be set. And I have lost many a dealer in my collecting career. Very sad thing. As we all age and we all get older. It's no fun getting old, isn't it? It's not. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. Now, I checked this next song, and I'm really thankful that many of you are concerned about the copyright police on certain things, but I make sure that I check that at least, and sometimes I don't know if the songs are posted by U.S. creators, because if they are, then it's safe. But if they're not, then it becomes a problem, because a lot of times, a lot of the European creators, they can play music that I can't play because it's where they're located. But I looked at this one. There's some American Bandstand dance contests and whatnot. So this one should be good to go. But like Amy says, you can click those hearts just to kind of throw the AI off guard. But this is a request for listener MOTOWN as we head to Houston, Texas. And I featured their second release last week. That MOTOWN must have a thing for this group. The song was called I Can't Stop Dancing. He requested that one. And he also, wait a minute. It says here, Charlene, on last week's show, I featured this group from Houston, Texas. A request for listener MOTOWN with their second release on the Atlantic label called I Can't Stop Dancing. MOTOWN also requested their first. This initially came out on the Ovid record label in November of 1967 and was a big number one hit everywhere on Billboard Cashbox and the R&B chart. A tune written by Billy Butler and lead singer Archie Bell. By request, no, I wrote this, Charlene. You didn't write this. I wrote this. From January 1968. Let's give a listen to Archie Bell and the Drells. This one here going out to listener MOTOWN on the Atlantic record label. We're all going to get up and dance, and we're all going to do the Tighten Up. This is for MOTOWN.
Of Houston, Texas. We don't only sing, but we dance just as good as we want. In Houston, we just started a new dance called the Tighten Up. This is the music we tighten up with. First, tighten up on the drum. Come on now, drummer. I want you to tighten it up for me now. Oh yeah. Tighten up on that bass now. Guitar fall in. Oh yeah. Time to plug in the organ now. Yeah, you do the time up. Yeah now. I said if you can do it now, the show will be tough. Now look here. Come on now. Now make it mellow. Everybody can do it now, so get to it. We're gonna tighten up, do the tighten up.
There you go, by request for listener Emnon there. That's the sound of Archie Bell and the Drells, first on the Ovide record label. I don't have it on Ovide. I have it on Atlantic. This is with Charlene was asking me, said, Johnny, do you have the one that says, because there's a different flip side, even on the Atlantic release. I think this is part 2, I think. Yeah, Tighten Up Part 2 on the flip side there. That's January 1968. Archie Bell and the Drells out of Houston, Texas on the Atlantic label for Emnon, the Tighten Up. And there's a clip of them on American Bandstand with a dance contest in 1967 dancing to that tune. Let's stay in Houston, Texas as we fill a request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. This singer started recording back in 1956 for the ABC Paramount record label. Has other releases on different labels, recording into what, the 1970s, I think? I think it was I don't know if he went into the 80s. I know I bought some records on Epic that he had, kind of with a Jamaican flavor. Well, some of his records did have that, even the ones on the, is it Josita label, I think? Yeah, it is. Charlene's got the other labels here. Recorded for Warner Brothers, Groove. And this one, though, was on the Argo label. Had 4 releases on the Argo label. This was his second. This song, written by John D. Loudermilk, I think was first done. Well, Charlene's got first done in 1962 by Don Cherry on the Verve record label. Is that true? I guess. All right, Charlene, I'll take it. Of course, many of you know this song as done. They had the biggest hit with the Casinos on the Fraternity label in 1966, although I think they recorded that in 62 and they put it out on Fraternity in 66. But what else do I want to say about this? There's something else. Oh, yeah, John D. Loudermilk did record it in 1965. So he wrote it and then he did record it eventually in 65. But let's go to August of 64. And who was the guest? Somebody was in my chat room that asked me for Eddie Arnold's version of this. Interesting. I have to check to see if I even have it. But let's go to August 64 by request for David Silberg, Mr. Johnny Nash. Johnny Nash on the Argo label with his rendition of the tune, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye. This is for David Silberg.
Kiss me each morning for a million years. Hold me each evening by your side. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Sweeten my coffee with a morning kiss. Soften my dreams with your sigh. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. But if you must go, I won't grieve. If you just wait a lifetime before you leave. But if you must go, I won't say no. Just so we can say that we tried. Tell me you love me for a million years. if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Then if it don't work out, then if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. That's August 64. Johnny Nash's version of Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye. That's his second, wait, what did I say that was, Charlene? His second of four on the Argo record label. Johnny Nash got some great records. I saw another one, it's on ABC that he does. I have to pull it out for the next 60s show. Let's continue here. Touch of the 70s up next on the Vinyl Treasure Show. It's a flipside request for listener Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. I featured this group called Choice of Colors on the Good Guys record label. Was out of California. This was a record that Jerry Diaz sold me for $5. He said I picked up some garage records. I said, really? And he goes, I don't have a lot of money on them. They're all like $5 and $10. So I was on the phone like 3 a.m. in the morning chatting with him. He was telling me about, and I don't think he's doing well, by the way. It's and that's too bad for Jerry Diaz, but he was always nice to me, I have to say. But we would talk about, he was an actor. His wife used to be on General Hospital. I forget her name, but he would call me like 3 o'clock in the morning and try to sell me records, like big group harmony records he would sell me. And he was a little bit pricey, and he was friends with Dave Antrell and whatnot. So he sold me this and others. Actually, it turned out to be very expensive records later on, but at the time, it was only $5 and $10, and this was $5, I think. They're called Choice of Colors. Last week I played The First Day for Frank Gingaro. I think, Frank, you also requested the flip, 1970 now. Choice of Colors on the Good Guys label. I think they sound a little bit like Chicago, but you be the judge. So this song is on Good Guys Records, and the song is called Day. They're called The Choice of Colors for Frank Gingaro.
Think about the night it through. Let me see the green surprise. All the river
So I take it you guys and gals agree with me. That sounds like, doesn't that sound like Chicago? I guess, it does. But there you go. That's by request for Frank Chingaro. Choice of Colors. That is actually the side 2. That's the B-side, a song entitled Day from 1970. On the Good Guys record label, last week we played The First Day for Frank Chingaro. He is one of the co-hosts of the R&B Serenade on WRHU 88.7 FM, streaming out of Hofstra University. You can tune in to that program on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 to 5 on Hofstra Radio, 88.7, also live on WRHU.org. So tune in to the R&B group, R&B Serenade. If you enjoy 50s and 60s vocal group harmony and R&B, this is what I play on the Saturday night show. So if you like that, I'll be back on Saturday with all your requests beginning at 9 p.m. So if you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click that bell to get all notifications when Johnny G goes live. You will see the promo up here on my YouTube page. We're also live on Oldies and More Radio. Happy that they are carrying the Vinyltreasure show. Let's continue here. Fill a request for Jim Lampley in Texas. His group, originally from Akron, Ohio, had 14 releases on the Cap record label. You know their biggest hit was a song called Our Day Will Come. Featured the lovely voice of Ruby Nash. That was their first release on the Cap record label. Well, Jim Lampley requested their 10th of 14 for Cap Records. Tune written by Lawrence Weiss, produced by, I guess that's got to be Catalano. It says Catalano, arranged by Alan Lauber. This did chart. It bubbled under at number 108, but it was a big record. This record, number 11 here in New York City on WMCA, if you were tuned in. Released in May of 1965 for Jim in Texas, Ruby and the Romantics. It's called Your Baby Doesn't Love You Anymore. This is for Jim Lampley.
Just take some loneliness
There you go. That's going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. That's the sound of Ruby and the Romantics. They would bring out the Copyright Police, May 1965. That's on the Cap record label. Your Baby Doesn't Love You Anymore. Yes, Leonard Mancini, big production sound there for Ruby and the Romantics. Let's continue here as we go to, wait. Charlie, what do you got here on this group? This group out of Los Angeles, California, I guess, the first recording for the Philips record label. And this, I guess, is their second release, Charlene. This is on Loma Records, was subsidiary of Warner Brothers Records. Now, the tune written by Robert Poindexter. Now, I see his name a lot on this Loma record label. And Charles Harper and Jackie Members. This is produced by George Kerr, arranged by Richard T. The group is called The Implements. The Implements. It's from January 68. This is on Loma Records. It's called... Wait a minute. Soul. It's called O-L-E. Old Man Soul, Part 1. The Implements on the Loma label.
Had a farm, yes it did. And on that farm there was a mighty cold. Oh, baby, I'm crazy about you. Oh, baby, I'm crazy about you.
See, I tried to trick the AI here, but they came back here. You know, if I get too many complaints in a row, you are playing copyright content. Then they will, on the last show, I ended abruptly because they shut down the program, and then they let it post up. So that's not a nice thing to do. But I don't know what it is. Maybe the George Kerr connection. I don't know. But that's a cool tune. The Implements there, January 68 release on the Loma label. Old Man Soul, kind of like What were they singing about? Old MacDonald, maybe a little bit, but that's part one. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes here. If you are, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the first show of the week. We'll be doing 3 this week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. If you like, I've got 1940s, and I got a 1931 record I'm playing, but it's a vocal group, of course. But I think I'm ending in 56. But I got all kinds of things. I got blues tomorrow, too, by the way. And got some cool records, I think. And then we'll be back Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. And we're only going to go to 12:30, so that is the rule. That is the new rule. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, fill a request now for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He's listening down in Mexico. And this group, they hail from Detroit, Michigan. It's their first of 2 on the KO label. That stands for Knockout Records, and which is also out of Detroit. This tune written by Norman Whitfield. This charted number 22 on WTRU in wait, did I say this right? Muskegon, Michigan. Is that correct? Oh, Daryl, Muskegon, Michigan. Let's go to August 62 by request for Adrian in our YouTube chat room. These are the Sonnets. The Sonnets on KO Records. It's called I've Gotten Over You. This is for Adrian.
At least you could have said goodbye and said you wanna miss me, or maybe even kiss me, since it would be our last. Oh yes, it's true, you made me weep, and nights I couldn't sleep, but that's all in the past. I've gotten over you at last. I guess you're wondering to yourself, how can she be so gay? With so much to say. Well, it's because I've gotten I've gotten over you. I've gotten over you. I've gotten over you. I've gotten over you. But what else could I do? I've gotten over you. I've gotten over you. I've gotten over you. I've gotten over you. I've gotten over you.
Cool girl group sounds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, going out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Sonnets. That's their harder one. That one took me a while to get. August 1962. It's on the KO Knockout Records. I've Gotten Over You is the name of the tune. If you are new to the program, just finding out about this, please consider subscribing. Tell your friends about it. This show on Wednesday evenings, all soul 45s out of my collection. If you have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. And I know we got some new listeners tonight because they called the house to ask me for my email. Yeah, I said, send me an email and I'll send you the link as we continue here. Let's fill a request for a listener, Chris Reed, in our YouTube chat room as we go. This singer, born Marion Walter Jacobs on May 1st of 1930 in Marksville, Louisiana. Vocalist, guitarist, and harmonica player. And he co-wrote this tune with Willie Dixon, and he recorded as Little Walter. Of course, he goes way back. And Charlene's got here, this is his 28th of 31 on the Checker record label. Leave a lot of space in your boxes for Little Walter from April 63 for Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. Little Walter on Checker. It's called Up the Line.
You said I was your heart's desire. You're acting strange lately, trying to drive my love away. I'm cutting out, girl, I'm going back up the line. If I stay another day, you're going to drive me out of my mind. Took me from my home, I was nothing but a child. Made all kind of promises me, I know it was line of jive. I'm cutting out, baby, girl, I'm going back up the line. If I stay another day, you're going to drive me out of my mind. And I'm all back to go. It ain't no use to worrying, cause I won't be back no more. I'm cutting out, baby, girl, I'm going back up the line. If I stay another day, you're going to drive me out of my mind.
Yeah, we got some blues here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Hold on a second, folks. Copyright Police are out on that record. How could that... I'm telling you, I don't know how that could happen, but evidently it did. So I'm looking... Wait a second. I'm looking for... oh, here we go. Here we go for... where could this be, Charlene? Here we go. I got it. There you go. That one there going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Little Walter. Little Walter on the Checker record label. Song entitled Up the Line, released in April of 1963. Great. We was on harmonica there. Wasn't he playing the harmonica there? Yeah, great tune there. That's for Chris Reed. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listeners Strictly 45's. This singer from... what is this, Charlene? Coahoma County, Mississippi. Okay. And first started singing gospel in the early 1960s. Then he signed with Doc Russell's Gold Wax record label in 1964. He would have 14 releases on the Gold Wax label through 1969. Now, Strictly 45's requested his 7th release. This song written by O.B. McClinton, who also recorded it on Gold Wax Records. It's produced by Quentin Klauch and Rudolph Russell, arranged by Dan Penn and Chips Moman. This charted number 42 on KCOH, if you were listening in Houston, Texas, from December 66, for Strictly 45's James Carr. James Carr on Gold Wax Records. It's called Lovable Girl.
fire ever burning mine. Eyes are like the moonlight that forever shine. You are admirable, so desirable. What a lovable girl. What a lovable girl. Your loving arms forever holding me. Sweet words of inspiration, you're always inspiring me. You're exciting. Your lips are so inviting. Oh, what a lovable girl. What a lovable girl. Oh girl, how dare I think one thought what you are, what you can be, what you mean to me. Oh, you are one word, oh, you are just one song. Without you, I know I fall. Sweet as a flower that grows in the springtime. You're as tender as a grape. I'm so glad you are hanging on my vine. What a creation. What a sensation. Oh, what a lovable girl. What a lovable girl. You're so lovable. You're so kissable, you're missable, oh, you're so resistible, and I love you. Lord knows I do.
As by request for Strictly 45's, that's James Carr, December 66 release. It's on the Gold Wax record label, Lovable Girl. His rendition of that tune, Lovable Girl, is the name of the tune. That's his 7th release on the Gold Wax record label. Let's continue here with the request, this time for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. This gal from Lafayette, Louisiana, began her career back in 1957 recording for Ernie Young's Excello record label, but she recorded also on the Port label in the mid-1960s. This was her second release on the Port label. Tune written by Clyde Otis and Jimmy Williams, arranged by Sammy Lowe. This is from July 65. We're going to hear we're going to hear this side and the flip side here for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Her name is Carol Fran. Carol Fran, July 65 on Port. It's called You Can't Stop Me. This is for Edmund Williams.
You can't stop me from dreaming, no matter what you do. So you might as well, let me tell you, you might as well give up, 'cause I'm always loving you. I know you know that you can't stop me. Well, from dreaming, I advise you not to try. You're gonna be right under my skin.
As by request for listener Edmund Williams there, Carol Fran on the Port record label. That's her second release on Port. You Can't Stop Me is the name of the tune. We're going to flip it over here, give a listen to the flip side for Edmund Williams. A real quick flip side. This is live radio with your amateur disc jockey. And let's flip it over here from July 65, the flip side of You Can't Stop Me by Carol Fran. This tune written by Reynolds Richard, also again arranged by Sammy Lowe. July 65 on Port for Edmund Williams. Carol Fran with It's My Turn Now for Edmund.
Step aside, set him free. He don't love you, he loves me. It just had to be somehow. Oh, step aside, dear. It's my turn now. All these years he's been your toy, not a man, just a little boy. True love now will make it smile. Oh, step aside, for it's my turn now. It's my turn to give him all those little things that makes a man feel like a king. Serve his meal, I'm gonna shower him with love and kisses each and every night. Oh, it's over for you. I'm so glad. You never know what a good man you have. Love without end, I'll always find. So step aside, dear, for it's my turn now. Oh, yes it is. It's my turn now. Well, let me tell you, sister, I'm gonna shower him with love and kisses each and every night. And I don't need nobody but you, standing on the outside, looking on the inside. That's where I want you to be. Yes, I do.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go. By request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. That's Carol Fran. Carol Fran, her second release on the Port label. That's the B-side. It's called It's My Turn Now. And prior to that, we heard You Can't Stop Me. Well, you can't stop. The copyright police cannot stop Johnny G on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. As hope you're digging on these tunes. If you have a request, a soul request, send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Still looking for some of your requests. And I found some 50s requests today. I think one for you, David Silberg, that I could not find. Well, I did find it. I was looking in the H box. You can just guess what that song is. But let us continue here. And so this is I intermingle some of the ones that I have that maybe you've never heard before. I don't know if you heard this one. Reed, do you know this record here? This singer, born in Manhattan, New York, first sang with a vocal group called the Juniors back in the 1950s, recorded for the Wing record label. He did the first time, they did the I Promise Wait, I Promise to Remember that Frankie Lyman covered and had the bigger hit with, but he also recorded for Atomic Records. Then as Jimmy Castor and the Juniors. But with this release on the Hull record label, it's the Jimmy Castor Quartet. Actually, there was a release prior to this in '62 that I do have on the Clown label. I don't know if I featured it here, but I did see that one. But this was his next release after that on B. Caslin's Hull Records out of New York City. It's a song he wrote, 1963, the Jimmy Castor Quartet on Hull Records. It's called Poor Loser.
No more love for me. You know I feel so empty. I've lost her, I'm taking it hard. She left me playing the part of a loser, and I'm a poor loser. I know it won't help to cry for myself. I wonder what went wrong with the girl who belonged to me. To me. It really broke me up when you said goodbye, honey. I had visions of an empire for us. They're all gone now. The love, the dreams, the just plain belonging to someone. You know, the feeling of togetherness. But you can bet I'll never lose again. 'Cause I'm saying farewell to romance. You know I can't take the chance. I'm finished, honestly, 'cause I don't want to be the loser. 'Cause I'm a poor loser. Yeah, I'm a poor loser. I'm tired of taking chances, gambling on romances. No more second glances, I'm staying out of dances. Yeah, I can't push my luck, I ain't a getting stuck. Woo!
As 1963 release there by the Jimmy Castor Quartet. It's on B. Caslin's Hull record label. Song entitled Poor Loser is the name of the tune. I have to say, you know, I'm the bigger brother. I'm the big brother here in the family, the oldest of 5 siblings. So we used to like to play, I think I told you this story, we used to like to play lots of board games. So my brothers and sisters, they hated when their oldest brother beat them. And the poorest loser was my youngest brother, Michael, because he always wanted to beat me. And no matter what game, it could have been chess or checkers or Monopoly or the Game of Life or Stratego, you name it, or Battleship, all these things. So we were playing Monopoly one day. It's actually just all my siblings. So they would try to beat their older brother. So he finally beat me. And he was young. He finally beat me. And he just jumped around the house and ran around and said, "I did it. I beat Johnny. I finally beat him." Whatever. He was so happy to beat me. And he was always a sore loser. He used to hate it. So I used to beat him with, I was at one time a good chess player. So I would always get him in checkmate really quick. And he would get all upset and he'd mess up I said, "Don't act like that. You'll beat me someday." But anyway, that's That's what that record brought back. But anyway, Johnny G digresses. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. This singer, originally from Greensboro, North Carolina, he was the brother of saxophonist Red Prysock. His name, Arthur Prysock. And this is a request for David Silberg. He first recorded back in 1946 for Haven Records, and then other releases followed on Signature and Decca, Mercury, Wing, Peacock, lots of labels for Arthur Prysock. But he had 25 releases on High Weiss's Old Town record label, and David requested his 21st, a tune written by Buddy Johnson, Johnny Brown, and Johnny Brown. This charted number 56 on Billboard, number 11 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record on WABQ in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to June of 65. This is going out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. This is Arthur Prysock on Old Town Records. It's called It's Too Late, Wait. It's called It's Too Late, Baby, parentheses, Too Late. This is for David Silberg.
It's too late. I've found somebody new. It's a funny thing, baby. She does everything just like you. So dry your weeping eyes. Ain't no need to cry, 'cause it's too late, baby. Too late. It's too late. You hurt me to no end. The way I loved you, baby, was a shame and a doggone sin. I can't let this get me down, 'cause chances roll around. Yes, it's too late, baby, too late. When you had me, you just couldn't see the light. All we did was fuss and fight. Well, I tried and I tried. Hope you'd see you're wrong someday. You found somebody new and went on your merry way. Yes, it's too late. Don't come knocking at my door. Yes, it's too late, baby. Things ain't what they were before. So just before you go, one thing you should know, that it's too late, baby, too late. When you had me, you just couldn't see the light. All we did was fuss and fight. Well, I tried and I tried. Hoped you'd see you're wrong someday. You found somebody new and went on your merry way. Yes, it's too late. Don't come knocking at my door. It's too late, baby. Things ain't what they were before. But just before you go, there's one thing you should know. It's too late, baby, too late.
As June 65 release there with the baritone voice there of Mr. Arthur Prysock. That's going out to a David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. That's on Weiss's Old Town record label. His 21st release, 21st of 25 on Old Town Records. It's Too Late, Baby, Too Late is the name of the tune. It is not too late, although we will not be here past 12:30, I will tell you that much. So you can count on that. And same thing for Saturday night. Can't really go past 12:30. That's about a good time to play a lot of these records here. So I think that'll be a good thing. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Now, these guys all met while they were in the Air Force. They were stationed at Great Falls, Montana, and the group consisted of Joseph R. Dubois, Robert Lee Clark, Dwight John Osborne, Ronald Tucker, and Kenneth Williams. Collectively, they were known as the Chuck-a-Lucks, and this one produced and arranged by Richard Wolfe. This was their second of two on the Warner Brothers record label from August 61 by request for Frank Gingaro, the Chuck-a-Lucks on Warner Brothers. It's called Cotton Pickin' Love for Frank.
Ever since we met, nothing has been right. I haven't slept not a single night. Been walking in the days, wondering what to do. And now I'll blame this mess. What a mess. Yeah, it's all on you. What a mess. Your cotton picking love. Your cotton picking love. Yes, your cotton picking love. Your cotton picking love. Oh, baby. Come on, you know I need you. You know I need you. Hey, your cotton picking love. Oh, baby. Come on, you know I need you. You know I need you. Hey, your cotton picking love. Your cotton picking love. Ever since we kissed, my heart has been on fire. One moment's bliss was my only desire, but now I'm walking in the day, wondering what to do. And now I'll blame this mess. What a mess. Yeah, it's all on you. What a mess. Hey, your cotton picking love. Your cotton picking love. Yes, your cotton picking love. Your cotton picking love. Oh, baby. Come on, you know I need you. You know I need you. Hey, your cotton picking love.
There you go. That's going out to Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Chuck-a-Lucks. Their second of two on the Warner Brothers record label from August 61. Cotton Pickin' Love is the name of the tune. Now, they also recorded, they have another release, which I do have in the collection on Warner Brothers as the Dittos. Ditto that as we continue here. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes here. If you are, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you dig what you hear, and tell your friends about the program here. Our first show of the week will be back tomorrow afternoon, beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 to 5, or somewhere between 4:30 and 5, with all 78s. That some of them sound phenomenal. The other ones that were made during the war, well, they are using recycled shellac, I guess we can call it, and some of them will not sound the greatest, but some of them are phenomenal sounding in the 1950s, that is for sure. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request For listener George Chestnut, this gal born in Detroit, but she relocated to Brooklyn, New York. Her real name is Rita Coleman. She had 7 releases in total during her career. 3 were on the Redbird record label, 4 were on the Parkway record label, and so unfortunate that she never ever had a hit. But she recorded as Roddy Joy, and this, I guess we'll consider this her first release. Came out on the, her first release came out on the Redbird record label, a song called Come Back Baby. That would have to be her biggest hit, scoring at number 86 on Billboard. But this was her 3rd on the Redbird label. I think this might be one of her harder records. Now, this did chart regionally. This was number 44 on that great station in Cleveland, Ohio, WJMO, which I wish I had some sound checks of that, Chris. I do. This is from September 1965. Let's give a listen to Roddy Joy by request for George Chestnut. It's called If There's Anything Else You Want, Let Me Know, in parentheses. This is for George Chestnut.
My loving and left me crying, saying I love you so openly, and you took the heart right out of me. So if there's anything else you want, let me know. Anything else you want, let me know. You took my lips, now I find kissing's missing. It's so plain to see that you took everything worth having in me. So if there's anything else you want, let me know. Anything else you want, baby, 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 I am still yours, though it seems so funny, honey, and that's one reason why, 'cause you left me nothing for any other girl. So if there's anything else you want, let me know. Anything else you want, oh baby, I am still yours, though it seems so funny, honey, and that's one reason why. 'Cause you left me nothing for any other girl. So if there's anything else you want, let me know. Anything else you want, come and get it. If there's anything else you want, let me know. Anything else you want, you can have it. If there's anything else you want, let me know.
Doesn't that sound like a Supremes tune, like either Back in My Arms Again or something like that? One of those Supremes tunes. It definitely has a Motown sound to it, I gotta say. As the copyright police came out on that one there going out to George Chestnut, September 1965 release, Miss Roddy Joy on the Redbird record label. That's her 3rd release on Redbird. If There's Anything Else You Want, parentheses. Charlene left this off. Let me know. So that's it. You can let Johnny know with an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I can't take requests the night of the show. I'm playing real records. I cannot run down to the no humidity basement to pick out those 45s and bring them up here to play. So I need to get them in advance. I have to find them in my 195,000 records that I have. It's kind of overwhelming sometimes. As we continue here, let's fill a request here for Ronnie Sherman, as this is a wait, I lost my place here. That is not there. That is, yeah, here we go. Fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman as we go to Philadelphia, PA. This is a touch of the 70s here. Johnny G's not afraid to go into the 1970s, I will tell you. Leonard Mancini pushes me sometimes into 1973. I'm still looking for a couple that I have that he has requested, but they are mixed in because when I saw like 73 on the label, I left them down in the basement, but they do sound like 60s records, so I have to find them. So I have been looking for them, I will say. But let's go to Philadelphia for this group, this request for Ronnie Sherman. This group included Alfred Brown, James Harris, James Lee, and Ronald Hamilton. Collectively, they were known as the Intrigues. First recording in 1969 for the Bullet record label, but they had 6 on the YEW records, I guess is how you pronounce that, if I said it right. Their biggest hit was a song called In a Moment, but Ronnie requested their 5th release on the U record label, a tune written by, it says, wait, is that Van McCoy, Charlene? You have McCoy and Joe Cobb, or yeah, that's got to be Van McCoy because then it says arranged by Van McCoy. Okay, this charted number 100 on Billboard, number 21 on the R&B chart, and a big number 10 record if you were listening here in New York City to WWRL from March 71. Touch of the 70s, Santi, Miami Santi. These are the Intrigues with The Language of Love for Ronnie Sherman.
The language of love. The language of love. When you dig a girl you meet, to sweep her off her feet, tell her, ooh la 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 la. It's true love at first sight, and everything is right. Tell her, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. It may sound foreign to her ears, but in her heart she understands and hears the language of resist, tell her, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. When you reach to hold her tight, but she jumps out of sight, tell her, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. It may sound foreign to her, but in her heart she'll understand and hear the language of love. The language of
Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition by request there for Ronnie Sherman. Those are the Intrigues. Intrigues on the U record label. I think I pronounced that correctly. U Records. The Language of Love is the name of the tune. That's their fifth release on the U record label. And we're going to do an instant request here for our listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Let's flip over The Language of Love real quick. Right here. And there you go. This tune here, this is the B-side here. This tune written by Ferris Hill. Oh, what was that? Ferris Hill and the something brothers on V-Tone, I think. As Johnny G draws a blank. But let's flip over The Language of Love from March 71 by the Intrigues. You get this cool tune. It's called I Got Love, the Intrigues, by request for Mark Speck. Instant requests for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room.
Hotter than fire. I got all for your mama. Oh, you're my one desire. And baby, whatever you want, I got to get it for you. Because baby, baby, you know that I really, 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 really love you. Oh, baby. I wanna hold you in my arms and tell you of my miniature. I wanna squeeze you, oh mama, and I wanna please you. But baby, whatever you want, and you know I got to get it for you. And baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh I love you, oh baby, oh baby, you know I need you, always gonna please you, you know my love is growing, oh baby, flowing, growing, baby, easy, tell you, baby, I love you. I love you, baby, won't you? Always thinking of you. Oh, baby, you know, baby. Oh, you know, I love you. Oh, baby, always, always thinking of you. You know I
That's the sound of the Intrigues. An instant request there from Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. That's the flip side of The Language of Love, song entitled I Got Love. The Intrigues, great Philly sound there from March of 71 on the U record label. Let us continue here, and let's stay in Philadelphia. I think that this artist out of Philadelphia, yes. And wait, what did I do with it? Here we go. Although this singer, born in Elberton, Georgia, but would relocate to Philadelphia when he was 4 years old, so he's not really a Philadelphian, but I guess you can consider that. He was only 4 years old, was a member of the Philly-based 50s vocal group The Gainers, which included lead singer Garnet Mims, but when the group signed with Mercury Records, he left the group. Then in 1966, he met up with Jerry Ragavoy, who penned his debut solo release, which came out on Ragavoy's Utopia record label. Now, when Ragavoy started working production for Verve Records, he would follow him to the Verve record label, would have 8 releases for Verve. Now, this is a request for listener Edmund Williams, who requested his 6th on the Verve label. This tune, written by Mort Schumann and Jerry Ragavoy, Jerry also produced it. This charted number 80 on Cashbox, 76 on the Billboard chart, number 15 on the R&B chart, and a number one record if you were tuned into WMBM in Miami, Florida. Let's go to December of 1967 by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Howard Tate on Verve Records. The song is one word. It's called Stop for Edmund.
Stop, baby, can't you see that I can't take it no more? Stop, if you keep it up, I'm gonna go through the floor. That's what's gonna happen, baby. Never knew how good a love could be. Love is gonna make a fool of me. Everything is hazy. One more kiss and you'll drive me crazy. Baby, stop. Hold it up a minute, 'cause I've gotta catch my breath. You know what you do to me, baby. Stop. Every time you squeeze, you scare my heart half to death. That's what you do to me, baby. Thought I was the captain of my ship. Oh, your loving made me lose my grip. Everything is hazy. One more kiss and you'll drive me crazy. Baby, stop. Stop it right now, baby. I think you're trying to take advantage of me. That's what I think, baby. Stop. When you touch my hand, I'm helpless as I can be. That's how I feel, baby. Tell me, baby, what are you made of? Oh, what you do to me sure must be made of love. Everything is hazy. One more kiss and you'll drive me crazy. Stop it, baby. Sure want you to stop it right now, baby. Stop it, baby. Stop it right now, baby. Can't you see that I can't take it no more? Sure want you to stop it, baby. I'm begging you, baby. I'm down on my knees begging you to stop it, baby. Stop it, baby. Stop it right now, baby.
Last December 67 release there from Mr. Howard Tate. Howard Tate on the Verve record label. Song entitled Stop. That's his 6th of 8 on the Verve record label. Of course, you know Edmund Williams requests his flip sides here. We're going to flip the 45 over here. And this side also requested, also written by Mort Schumann and Jerry Ragavoy, and also produced and arranged by Jerry Ragavoy. Well, let's give a listen to the B-side here. From December 67, the flip side of Stop, Howard Tate on the Verve label for Edmund Williams. It's called Shoot 'Em All Down. This is for Edmund Williams.
Shoot 'em all down, baby. Shoot 'em all down. I'll still love you just the same when you get off your merry-go-round. Shoot 'em all down. Shoot 'em all down. I'm just a poor boy, but you've got the bright lights on your mind. Now you tell me, you're catching a train to the city and leaving me behind. Shoot 'em all down, baby. Shoot 'em all down. I'll still love you just the same when you get off
too. I ain't never been to Kansas City, baby, but I know what you can do. Shoot 'em all down, baby. Shoot 'em all down, baby. Oh, right now. Shoot 'em all down, baby.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That's going out to Edmund Williams, the sound of Howard Tate. That's the flip side of Stop, his sixth release on the Verve label, Shoot 'Em All Down, from December of 1967. Let us continue. Here's fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo as we go to Brooklyn, New York now for this group that came on the scene back in 1961 recording for the Belltone record label. You may remember their debut single, a song called My True Story, plus other wonderful releases for the Belltone record label. But in 1964, they signed with United Artists Records. They had 6 releases on the UA label, and Tommy requested their second release that was written by, at the time, new member of the group, Casey Spencer, and it features Eugene Pitt on lead. This charted number 36 on Billboard, 35 on Cashbox, 26 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record here in New York City if you were listening to WMCA. From March of 65, going out to Tommy Albergo, the Jive 5, with their tune called I'm a Happy Man. This is for Tommy.
I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Oh, whoa, 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 my baby, you look so good. Yeah, 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 my baby, just like I knew you would. Tonight when we go out, I'll feel so proud, walking hand in hand down the lover's lane. I love you so. Whoa, 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 my baby. This you know, 'cause I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Yeah, baby, I'm a happy man. Take our stroll tonight if it's cold. We'll cuddle up close, and then I'll kiss you, baby. We'll be as one. Yeah, 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 love my baby. We'll have such fun, 'cause I'm a happy man.
That's going out to Tommy Albergo. I was sweating that one out there. The AI didn't catch me on that one there. That's a good one. Maybe the Hearts do something. There you go. March 1965 release there by request for Tommy Albergo. The great sound of Eugene Pitt and the Jive 5, their second release on United Artists. I'm a Happy Man is the name of the tune. Hopefully you're happy with the Vinyl Treasure Show. If you are, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and tell your friends about this program. If you have a request, you can send it to me. If it fits the format, I'll play it here. Send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Let's continue now here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Mnon for this gal. Born in Greenwood, Mississippi, first recording back in 1957 for the Cobra label. I still need that Cobra release she's got with a vocal group. Other releases followed on CJ, Renee, the Wonderful label, before she signed with Vivian Carter's VJ Records. This was her 10th of 13 for VJ, a tune written by Rudy Toombs and Julius Dixon. This charted regionally. This was number 36 on WSGN. If you were listening in Birmingham, Alabama, by request for Mnon, Miss Betty Everett, August 64 on VJ. It's called It Hurts to Be in Love, Betty Everett.
The fire that burns deep down in me, the pleasure of pain that aches constantly, that's love. It's a real true thing. It's hard to believe, it hurts to be in love. The love that you know, the steps in and still, the joy from your heart, it seems so unreal, that's love. It's a real true thing. Well, it's hard to believe, it hurts to be in love. If you see the tears fall from my eyes, you'll have to be in love to know the reason why. The joy and the pain that all of us feel are a part of the thing that makes true love so real. Although your arms are holding me so tight, the sadness you feel, it doesn't seem right, that's love. It's a real true thing. It's hard to believe, it hurts to be in love. It's hard to believe, it hurts to be in love. It's hard to believe, it hurts to be in love. It's hard to believe.
Thank you, Daryl. Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, Betty Everett there. Betty Everett doing the Annie Laurie release. I'll be playing Annie Laurie tomorrow, but an early side by her on Deluxe. This tune here, It Hurts to Be in Love, August 1964 there on the VJ record label. That is by request for listener Mnon. Let us continue here, and we're in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. We'll go till the bottom of the hour, then Johnny G's got to stop here. Let's go to Chicago, Illinois now. Fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman. This group had 4 releases on the Minute record label. This is their second release for Minute, a tune arranged by Riley Hampton. It features Herbert Butler on lead. Let's go to October of 1966 and give a listen to The Players. The Players on Minute for Ronnie Sherman. It's called Why Did I Lie? The Players.
What you say takes me by surprise. never leaving room for alibis. All I have to say, baby, I never, never should have lied. I never should have lied in the first place. Why did I lie in the first place? How about the times I left you sad, giving the love you should have had? Girl, true enough, this makes you mad. So I never, never should have lied. I never should have lied in the first place. Why did I lie to you in the first place? Oh, you always try so hard to be true to me. You never thought of what you could do to me. Now look what I have done to you. But you got to go on if you can, reliving life without love. No, 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 what I lied to you. Why did I lie to you? Why did I lie to you?
I like that tune there. That's by request for Ronnie Sherman. Leonard Mancini likes it too. That's a cool tune there. Second of 3 on the Minute record label. That's for Ronnie Sherman. Song entitled Why Did I Lie? That one there, October 1966 on the Minute record label. Yes, David Silberg, a twin spin on the Players. This time a request for listener George Chestnut. This is their debut single, the one just prior to this release. Again, with Herbert Butler on lead, and this did chart also 24 on the Billboard R&B chart, and a big #1 record regionally on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri from May 66. The Players return, a twin spin on the Minute label for George Chestnut. It's called He'll Be Back.
Shed a tear, though I know that you're sad and blue. I believe
for boys in Vietnam.
That's the debut single for the Players there by request for listener George Chestnut, May 66, He'll Be Back. Yeah, He'll Be Back. That is a Vietnam tune, as Reed mentioned in the chat room there. Herbert Butler on lead, and then prior to that you heard there a follow-up to that tune, Why Did I Lie, from October of 1966. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime, and I didn't find my notes on the late Brenton Wood, but we lost Brenton Wood on January 3rd, 2025 at the age of 83, and we want to remember him here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. I featured the Oogum Boogum song way in the beginning of the program, but my aunt was, she liked Brenton Wood quite a bit, had all his records in her collection, and this was one. I remember she got this one from the jukebox guy. She used to play both sides of this 45. This is his real name. Let me see if I can see the things here. His real name was Alfred Smith, originally from Shreveport, Louisiana, raised in California, and first started singing back in 1958 with Little Freddie and the Rockets, a song called Too Fat that I have played on my Saturday night program on the Chief record label. This was his follow-up to his biggest hit. A biggest hit was a song called Gimme Little Sign. Now, he co-wrote this. This charted number 29 on WHVW in Hyde Park, New York from October 1967. The late Brenton Wood. Brenton Wood on the Double Shot record label. It's called Catch You on the Rebound.
On the rebound, you didn't even write me or drop me a postcard. Now you want to come back and make a new start later, baby. Get you on the rebound. So long now, I don't feel so bad later, baby. Get you on the rebound. I'd see the day when I could tell you to your face later, baby. Get you on the rebound. The rebound.
That's the late Brenton Wood there, and his cool tune there. This second release on the, I should say follow-up to Gimme Little Sign, a song entitled Catch You on the Rebound, October 67, Brenton Wood on the Double Shot record label. Let's fill a request for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room for this duo. They are Bruce Johnston, ex-Beach Boys member, and Terry Melcher, son of Doris Day. They recorded six on the Columbia record label together, and they both had solo releases prior to this release. Now, Leonard requested their sixth release, a tune written by Bruce Johnston, produced by Terry Melcher. This is from March of 1966. They recorded as Bruce and Terry on the Columbia record label. The song is called Don't Run Away. This is for Leonard Mancini.
Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away. You're here at last. Now we can both forget the past, for we're in love, and I can see by the way that you are with me, I'm the someone who had to be with you. Love came your way before we met. Your love took all that he could get, and yet within you seemed to be something left there for only me, for the someone who had to be with you. There's no reason for putting you on. Now I've got you, girl. I've waited so long. And still within you seem to be something untouched for only me, for the someone who had to be with you. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away.
There you go. That's by request for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Bruce and Terry. Bruce and Terry, that's Bruce Johnston and Terry Melcher. There's a sixth release on the Columbia record label from March 66, Don't Run Away. Almost time for Johnny G to run away here as we continue here. We also lost this gal recently. We lost this gal on December 20th, 2024 at the age of 89. I wanted to play more of her last week, but the copyright police, they were all over me, and I was afraid to, and they're out now, but we're toward the end of the program here, so I don't mind, but they shut me down 4 times, but I'm going to test them tonight a little bit. But this was actually a request for listener Edmund Williams on the Checker record label. She signed with Checker Records in 1961 to have 9 releases. This was her 6th release, a tune written by Gerald Sims. This charted number 25 on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri from October 64, the late Sugar Pie DeSanto on the Checker record label. This is for Edmund Williams. It's called I Don't Wanna Fuss. a Sugar Pie DeSanto.
On your shoulder, call me out of my name. Now I'm not trying to be rough, no, 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 but I don't wanna play your game. A long, long time ago, happy we were then. So you just tell me what changed your mind, 'cause I can't even be your friend. No, baby, I don't wanna fuss, and I don't wanna fight, 'cause if you treated me like you should, everything'll be right. Everything'll be right. Now I know that you've been playing with some other girl in town, but I'm willing to forgive and forget if you just settle down. Why should you wanna hurt me when I've been true to you? I remember a time it was, baby, nothing you wouldn't do. Now, baby, I don't wanna fuss, and I don't wanna fight, 'cause if you treated me like you should, everything'll be right. Everything'll be right. Treating me like you should, everything'll be right. Everything'll be right. And everything'll be right. Everything'll be right.
There you go. That's the late Sugar Pie DeSanto. That's Baruch West for listener Edmund Williams. That one there from October 1963. That is, I'm sorry, I messed that up. That's for the next one. That's from October 64. We're going to go back to October 63. That is her, what did I say? That was her ninth release. Ninth release on the Checker label by request for Edmund Williams, I Don't Wanna Fuss. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool Soul 45s out of my collection. Again, if you have a request, please send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the best way for me to get your requests. Sometimes people leave them all over the place and Charlene doesn't see them in the chat room. I'm too busy multitasking, so I miss it. And I get so many are so courteous, they send them to me a week ahead of time. And thank you, those of you that are doing that, because that gives me some time to look for the records, and so it's not last minute. And sometimes, Johnny G is very busy with a whole lot of things. So I try to fill as many as I can, and within a reasonable time going forward, because a lot of people like to listen to the show live. And I know, unfortunately, some people are out of time zones, so that makes it difficult for them to listen to the show live. Some of them stay up late to the wee hours, those of you over in the UK that tune in. But thank you all for being here this evening. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And again, if you need to get in touch with me with a request for any of the shows, it's vinyltreasures@aol.com. And I hope you would consider, those of you that have yet not done so, subscribing to my YouTube channel and clicking the bell to get notifications. When Johnny G goes live, I will post the show ahead of time so you'll know. And you can hit that, I don't know, there's a button there that'll notify you. Maybe it sends you an email if you are subscribed. But you got to make up an account here on YouTube. That's the only way you can really do that. And even to comment, not that you need to, because most of my listeners do not comment. You know, we had about 550 listeners tonight come into the program. So that is pretty good for this soul show here. And it's a lot. It's double that on Saturdays. And I get so many people that come to the archive. So thank you all for doing that. And I hope you're enjoying the tunes. And again, I enjoy featuring them. So it's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Charlene, again, for all your help. Charlene is my admin assistant. She helps me with research and for programming and for putting together the lists. And we're going to close the show tonight with a twin spin with Sugar Pie DeSanto. And this is one of my favorite tunes by her on the Checker label. I mean, I like her early stuff from the 1950s, but this one's from October of '63. This is her third release on the Checker label. It's a song she wrote, and she's being backed up by a girl group. They were called the La Femmes, okay? And it features the Joe Hudson Band. So our closer tonight, the late Sugar Pie DeSanto from October '63 on Checker, with a song entitled Crazy Lovin'. So thank you all for being here. Those of you that are available to tune in tomorrow, I'll be here tomorrow afternoon, only on YouTube, beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for 40s and 50s 78s out of my collection. Again, if you missed the program, it'll be on YouTube on the archive with no chat until it runs through the filter, and then I'll post it up on my vinyltreasures.net website that you can stream or download the show there. Johnny G's got to go. Get ready for the show tomorrow night. Everybody be safe, be happy. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Sugar Pie DeSanto.
Crazy love.